Hello, everyone. It's us again with Felicia and Jen. I'm Felicia.
And I'm Jen.
And we have a wild subject for you. It's plants gone wild. So Jen, most people who know me know that I am not a plant person. It's not that I don't like them. I don't know how to take care of them. But did you know that there is a such thing as a male and female plant?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Like I knew there was such a thing. Certain plants need a male and a female plant to produce fruits.
See, that's all new to me. I don't know how.
What do you think happened?
I just thought you put some seeds in the ground and there's a plant. I did not know that there was a whole mating thing going on.
Yeah.
Well, in my mind, mating thing. I Googled, and it is said that in plants, as with most animals, in the plant kingdom, the male parts are associated with production of sperm and the female parts are associated with eggs. Did you know that?
Not that makes sense. You went down the rabbit hole for sure.
This is new. This is new to me.
Where did this come from? Like, how did you stumble
Google.
upon it? Was it?
I Googled.
Was it from the plant episode we had?
This was fat. Oh, this right here was fact checked by the editors of Encyclopedia Britannica. So I guess we have to take that for.
That sounds formal.
And the other thing I Googled is just AI. I Googled in the AI.
So I do understand, like, you need certain plants have to have a male and a female to make fruits. Like, I watched a video about someone pollinating a cucumber plant. Like, there's a male cucumber plant and a female cucumber plant. And what you do is the female plant has like a little cucumber at the end of it. That's how you tell it's a female plant. And you take the cotton, like a Q-tip, long Q-tip, and you go in the male plant and you swipe it on the inside, like where inside the flower, and then you take the pollen that's on it and you put it inside the female plant to help it turn into cucumbers. So, like they have the flower similar like zucchini. If you didn't have a male plant, the female plant wouldn't produce a cucumber.
See, I'm thinking in my head right now, there are plants in my living room. What are they doing right now when I'm at home?
Getting down
what's happening in my living room right now with the plants? There's like 5 plants next to each other.
You know what gets involved too? The bees.
See, I don't have any bees in my house.
The bees will help pollinate the plants. That's why we need the bees. If we don't have the bees, then all of our plants could die.
See, now I did find out there are some plants that are only male or female, and that's the kiwi, cannabis, willow, and the ginkgo.
So you don't need 2 to tango?
They all have individuals that make only pollen or only seeds. So apparently the male has the pollen, the female has the seeds. And it says botanically they are known as, I cannot pronounce that word, but it ensures genetic outcrossing. See, I need to go to a Encyclopedia Britannica class because I have no idea what all this is. I just did not know that plants were this interesting. I apologize to all of the people who are plant lovers.
Everything has a mom and a dad.
Yeah. And it's like in flowering plants, these structures can be born together in a single bisexual flower, or the flowers can only be a male or only a female.
So they are both sexes.
Roses, lilies, and tulips.
So they don't need another flower to grow.
No. And then they have unisexual flowers, such as squashes. It says other plants such as squashes, corn, and birches have unisexual flowers. That is, some flowers are male and some are female, but both types are formed on the same individual plant. I need to go home and watch National Geographic or something.
I feel either stupid or I don't have enough time on my hands. Like, someone wanted to know about that. Somebody went to school, learned all of that terminology, and studied whether or not the rose plant can reproduce itself or bud flowers without another flower nearby. Yeah. Like, somebody took that time. And
I'm glad they did.
Yeah.
But I literally feel like when I go home, I have to stare at my plants. Like I have to examine them. You know how when animals are born, they lift them up and say, oh, there's a male or a female. I feel like I have to go home and look at each plant. Now, do you know what determines whether it's a male or a female?
Sometimes some plants have parts, lady and boy parts.
That would be interesting to see on a plant.
Not like as you and I have lady and boy parts, but they do have parts that are lady and boy plant parts that pollinate. And yeah. And there are certain trees, like fruiting trees, that you need two of to grow the fruit. Like if you have, I think it's an apple tree. If you only have one apple tree, it won't grow. You have to have two.
Okay. I'm glad that you knew that. Because again,
because I was researching and buying.
So it says here are some physical characteristics. Male plants often have elongated flower clusters or cones that produce pollen, while female plants typically have denser, more colorful flowers that develop into fruits or seeds. For example, in cannabis plants, male pre-flowers appear as small egg-shaped sacs, while female pre-flowers develop into larger buds.
You'll be getting your microscope out later, or your little magnifying
I'm telling you, the moment I get home, I am searching.
What if Sasha 2 is not Sasha 2? It's Bob.
Sasha could be Bob.
Yeah, Bob 2.
I have a plant in my office named Sasha 2 because Sasha 1 was kidnapped and then she later died. The person who kidnapped her, I don't think, took care of her. So now I have Sasha 2 in my office, which thankful to a coworker if she gets water because I don't water her. I feel really bad. But I'm going to have to check her and see if she's really a female.
You're misgendering it.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I could have a Bob and not a Sasha. Wow.
I would hope that. That was just the first name that popped. Don't name him Bob. Come up with something a little better than Bob. Bob deserves better.
So all of you plant lovers, you have to know whether you have a male or a female plant because it says understanding the differences between male and female plants is vital for the effective gardening and agriculture. So you have to know. So everyone, as you're listening to this, check your plants.
To ask the Amish, do I have all female plants around me?
Go to the local greenery and say, hey, I would like some male plants and I would like some female plants.
They look at you like you're crazy.
I think reading this, I'm trying to remember, how did this conversation come up? I think we were just talking about.
I think, like I said earlier, I think we were kind of stemming off the gardening one we had a couple weeks ago. And then it made us curious, obviously, to the point where you wanted to know how plants made other plants.
Yes, I remember that. Yes.
And now we're here.
Now we know there are male and female plants.
I wonder what else we don't know.
Jen, I know there's a lot that I don't know.
I think that could be an episode. Things that we
just did not know.
We're educating ourselves.
That we've been around.
And maybe you. Yeah, there's probably a lot of things.
But you know what I think I'm going to look into? I'm going to look into some laws. Because I think there's some laws out here I don't know either. I'm gonna look into that too. So we learned about male and female plants. We're gonna do an episode about things we don't know and strange laws.
And I want to learn about the study of somebody started the study of plants. Mm-hmm. Is there something out there that someone is studying that we have no idea about?
Oh, I'm sure.
Like the migration of an animal, or the study of ants. That's their whole job.
That's what they do.
Maybe there's somebody who does that. And then I have questions. How do you get a job doing that? Where do you go to school?
Yeah, where do you go to school for? And what do you say? Why should we hire you? Well, I did a study of ants,
Is there a job in Indeed how do I search for that job?
Wow.
Yes. I see there's a couple topics we can talk about.
There are a lot of things.
And what else is on your mind?
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
How did I not know that there? At what age should I have known that there were male and female plants?
Probably when we learned about the reproduction of plants in school.
That should be added because usually they do.
I think it was. Actually,
they do family life in 5th grade. So is that in the curriculum? If not, it should be added.
Isn't that photosynthesis and stuff?
Okay, so I guess we do kind of get it taught in science class. Okay, I just didn't pay attention.
I just don't. I went to Catholic school, so it probably wasn't. It was probably a G-rated.
Okay. So I probably did get this information when I was in school and just did not pay attention. Okay, I could accept
I'm
that.
told that all the time. Like, did you not go to school? Like, I totally don't remember history. There's a lot of history stuff that dates. The partner can rattle off dates and who and the wars, and I can't remember any of it.
Yeah.
Just the main ones.
So now I'm just wondering, now I'm thinking every time I drive by, I see a plant now, I'm going to be like,
what are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah. So what does that say about trees though?
They do the same thing.
Trees are the same. Okay.
I think so. Especially fruiting trees. I don't know about the trees that like your everyday.
So I'm thinking the trees in my yard. Do I go home and see if they're male or female trees?
I know they have those seeds, like those little spinny seeds. Because I get them in my yard every year, and there's like, I can't grow anything, but those trees grow like crazy.
Okay. The whole plant kingdom is just gone wild.
Yeah. It's like everything else, like the ocean, crazy stuff going on.
What is it about the water that we don't know?
Oh my goodness. Apparently we don't know everything about the water yet. The water terrifies me. Like ocean, there's some crazy things going on. Can you imagine like a whale that would almost fill this whole room? Could you even just swimming by it with their little floaties on?
How do they see down there?
Some of them have like little bioluminescence, and they have like what's that one? It looks really scary as a messed up like big teeth. And then it has like this little light.
Yeah.
And it sees.
So now I feel like we have to like study like what the ocean, things we don't know about bodies of water.
Yeah. That's the same. There's a lot of things we could talk about, things that we don't know about.
And we graduated, Jen.
Maybe we can find something that nobody ever knew about before, and we can name it after us.
Yes, and it could be a first.
Yes.
They'll learn it here when it's
only in Southern Maryland.
Okay, I'm going to do some research now. So, for those of you who are listening,
as we ramble on and on and on,
because it doesn't take much to excite me. But we're going to have some interesting. You're going to have to stick with us. Tell your family and friends. Felicia and Jen are onto some stuff. We're about to educate people.
Oh no.
Now, don't take everything we say,
No, do your own research.
Do your own research, and we're probably going to research the same place you are, which is Google. But thank you for listening, and everybody go check your plants. See if you have male or female.
Yeah, maybe plants. If you know us, let us know what you have.
Yeah, tell us. Yeah, tell us some other things because Jen and I feel like we're learning. We're learning stuff we should have already known or things we weren't taught, but we forgot. All right. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, actually, no, we can't see because we're on podcast.
No, you'll listen to us next time.
You'll listen to us
and hear us
next time.
Yes.
There you go. And eventually we'll have music. We're still working on that.
Oh my goodness. Editing. Yeah, right.
Hit us up if you know where we are and how to contact us. Bye.
Bye.